Guest room cleanup. How soon after a guest leaves do you need to do guest room cleanup? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's show is brought to us by SavvyPerks.com, which is an employee benefits program for you and your employees. Now as small business owners, when we hire employees, there's not a lot of stuff we can offer them that sweetens the pot, that inspires them to stay with our company. So if you want to create employee loyalty, one of the best ways to do it is through SavvyPerks.com. Now, during the holiday season and during the summer, people will be traveling. As an employer, you can offer your employee maybe 2 nights at a hotel. Now, here's how you do it. You go to SavvyPerks.com and the savings are so significant. You can get about 50% off on a hotel room or a condo rental or a vacation rental or an Airbnb. They have a whole bunch of different options across the United States. So what you might do is you might book the room for them and then you get your Savvy Perks discount and they never know that you didn't pay full price for that hotel room for them. Or better yet, you can get them a Savvy Perks employee discount of their own, and by having a membership of their own, they can go anywhere they want and they can save at over 250,000 restaurants, retailers, services, adventures, theme parks, you name it. It's an amazing benefits program for you and your employees. All right, now on to today's show, which comes from a homeowner who has company that's leaving, and she wants to know how soon after the company leaves do I need to clean my guest room? All right, that's an excellent question, and my answer to that question is whenever it's convenient to you. Now, when I have company that comes in from out of town, it usually takes me off my regular routine. And so if there are 30 things that I do in the course of a day, I might only get 10 of those things done when company comes. So now I'm 20 things behind. And so what happens when company leaves, instead of me stopping what I'm doing and resetting the room and washing the linens and looking to make sure they didn't leave anything behind, I'm back to my regular routine. I'm 20 things behind. So I'm going to be playing catch up for a couple of days. Now, most people in their homes have an extra guest room or a room that they're not using wherever they put the guests. And if that's the case with you and you're not using that room right now, I would say close the door and just leave it. Leave it for a couple of days until you catch your balance and you're back on track. Once you've cut your balance and you're back on track, then you can go inside that room, you can open the curtains, you can let the room air out, you can yank all the linens off the bed, you can grab the towels from the bathroom, you can completely reset that room. And that's also a good time if your guests have left anything behind, like a pair of socks or underwear or shoes or whatever. You can pack that up in a little to-go box with a thank you note, hey, we're so glad that you came to visit us, and ship that off at that time. It's also a good time for the dust to kind of settle. And then you can take a look at what just happened. Your guest came to town. Was it a good visit? Did you guys get along? Was there anything that you would do differently for the next time? Is there a better way that you could reset the room so that it's easier to clean for next time? And it's just a good way to kind of check in. Okay, so it's not urgent. If it's a room in your house that you're not using, my suggestion is don't put yourself out. Don't put yourself any further behind in order to reset that room. Just get it ready and turn it over for the next guest before the next guest arrives. Now, if you run an Airbnb, this is a completely different set of rules. You're going to want to turn that as soon as possible because you may have a call in that comes in today and somebody surprises you and say, hey, we're in town, can we use your room? So if it is an Airbnb and it's not a guest, then my suggestion is completely the opposite. Drop what you're doing, go ahead and reset that room and have it ready for tonight's guest in the event that you get a surprise guest. I can't tell you how many times I've been on the road and something has malfunctioned with my travel. And there I am stranded and I'm looking for Airbnbs or a hostel or somewhere to stay, and I might just drop in at the last minute on someone who wasn't expecting me. So if you drop in on someone, that's not the time for them to stop and go get the linens and try to reset everything and do a load of laundry, and there's no time. So if you have an Airbnb and you're renting a room out of your house, you want to turn that as quickly as possible. But if it's a spare guest bedroom and you don't have regular guests coming in, close the door and leave it until you've caught your balance and you're ready to run. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. Until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.